Who's the most notorious person that no one would have heard of?
There's a grass on the firm, yeah? He grassed me up. I got put away for attempted murder on the police officer. Yeah. I've got nothing where my brothers and sisters have got everything, yeah? I didn't touch nothing, mate. I didn't touch. All I touched when I was in there was fucking yeast. Baker's yeast, yeah?
Doing booze.
I used to take baker's yeast to thin my blood out, yeah? Because it thinned my blood out. Because it thinned my blood out, when I was training, the pump, I'd get more of a pump. Because I learnt this from Tom. I'd get more of a pump, get more of a size. Yeah? I got massive. I was benching fucking ridiculous weights, you know what I mean? Silly weights, you know what I mean? And I was deadlifting 795 kilos, pounds, not kilos, pounds, yeah? Fucking lot of weight, mate. Anyway, so George was fucking about and this, that and the other. And then they put me in the gym this day. I was in the gym, looking at the gym for some reason, and the fucking alarm went. What the fuck? And we rushed out of the gym. They took me out of the gym, and it's George Wilkins, and it's George. He's causing problems in the television room. He wants something on the television. They don't want it on the television. They're going to kill him. You've got Ronnie Bender. You know Ronnie Bender? You've got Ronnie Bender. You've got all the Tibbses. You've got Fraser. All they want to do, Dixons, Alan Dixon, you know Dixons? Yeah. All the Dixons, they want to kill him. I went, oh, fucking hell. Come on, George, get out. So anyway, I eventually get him out, and all of a sudden, the screws take him. No, he's got to go. He can't be causing all these problems, like he's causing all these problems. He's got to go. He's got to go out of his fucking neck, yeah? But they take him down the block, and they put him in a padded cell. But each padded cell they've got is mattresses, foam mattresses. And all of a sudden they're running around the fucking wing looking for a plastic bag. Because they think he's dead. They don't want the bag to put over his mouth to see if he's breathing. But he ain't, he's alive, yeah? So I go in and see that. He goes to me, right, this is no joking, it's the truth. He went, right, don't let them take me away, please. Please, don't let them take me away. I went, no, you ain't going nowhere. So I walked outside. I said to the chief, look, you're not taking him away, are you? He went, yeah, he's got to go. He's got to go in the morning. He's got to go. He's causing much problems here. He's going to get killed. There's people there who kill him, you know what I mean? And, anyway, he went. And then there's a book called Fighting for Your Life. Right? Yeah. It's called, I think, it's either called Fighting for Your Life or people they've killed in British jails. It's called Fighting for Your Life, yeah? I'm in the book because I looked after George, yeah? Big story about me, why I looked after George, yeah? But they killed him. They killed him in prison, poor fucker, you know what I mean? All he wanted to do was see his mum, you know what I mean? And they killed him. And it's a big story, yeah?
Who killed him, the officers or inmates?
No, the screws killed him. They jabbed him up. They found he died on a bed. Tied up. Shackled up. He died on the bed, so they done him, haven't they? They killed him, yeah?
They killed loads of people.
Yeah, they killed loads of people. In the book, it's called Fighting for Your Life, but I've been trying to find it. I can't find it, yeah?
Who's the most notorious inmate you come across?
I don't know. Do you know what? I don't know, mate. There was quite a few.
Who's the most notorious person that no one would have heard of that you ever bumped into in prison?
Me, Ray Hill.
Yeah. Because I met some people in the dispersal that no one has ever heard of.
Yeah,
just like wicked people.
I mean, you interviewed my pal Vicky Dart, yeah?
No, I haven't done Vicky yet.
No. Well, Vicky Dart's on. I've seen him on it. Someone's talking to him, yeah.
Yeah.
There was a thing on.
He was on James English or Sean Atwood. Yeah.
Sean, I think it was. Well, I'm not quite sure, but the interview with Vicky Dart was just a normal guy, man. But this guy. He was a nice man, but he used to do fucking silly things, man. Like fucking, I see him like doing fucking sit-ups, right, with 40 kilos behind his neck. Fucking sit-ups for 50 reps, 60 reps with 40 kilos, you know what I mean? And powerful, but fucking mad as they come, but a nice fella. You know, like, when it's, I don't know, you got Pat Adams, yeah? Pat, I don't know if you want to put Pat. Yeah. Pat was my best pal, one of my best pals in there, yeah? Pat.
Oh, really?
Yeah, mate, me and Pat got on really, really well. Me and Pat, I used to call him the antelope, yeah? Because he used to run like an antelope, Pat.
Okay.
He used to run in Albany. When he was in Albany, what, it's 84, was it? 84, I'm not quite sure. And he was run like an antelope, yeah? Run like a fucking antelope. And he started training with me in the gym, yeah? And I was teaching him how to do curls and all, but he got quite strong, got quite a big pack. And when I come out, I went with him, Peter, with Mickey Gooch.
Okay.
You know Mickey Gooch?
I know who Mickey Gooch is.
Yeah, I was with Mickey for 8 years, yeah, and Pat. 8 years I was with
When
him,
you
mate.
came out of jail, you carried on your relationship with Pat, you're saying?
No, with Mickey Gooch, I was with Mickey more than Pat, yeah. But me and Pat was very good friends, yeah, very good friends. And then we fell out, Pat, over something fucking stupid as you always do, Pat. You know, but we're mates. We're good mates. Yeah. Me and Pat.
Sorry to pause. So when you first came out, was there any aspirations to do anything legal? Was it obviously boxing? There wasn't any chance. Did you think about doing?
Do you know what? Yeah. But in about before that, I went away. Before that, I got involved with street fighting. Yeah, because I moved to Lewisham. Because I've fucking lived in West London, Acton. I had lots of problems because of the armed robberies and bits and pieces. I thought, fuck it, I'm going to get away from all this. So I moved to Lewisham. And I started going down to Thomas and Beckett, but Lewisham, I mean, the same thing, innit?
Thomas and Beckett,
yeah,
straight back down, and that's another bloody armed robbers paradise, isn't it, Thomas and Beckett?
So I went into Thomas and Beckett. I started training by myself, boxing. And all of a sudden I met a guy and they got hold of me, a guy called Jimmy Tibbet, not Jimmy Tibbs, Jimmy Tibbet from Hayes in Kent, yeah? Good boxer, good fighter in his time, yeah? Could bang these geezer. But he started training me. And when I was at the Beckett, like, I was going every morning to Beckett. First guy that I really met, when I say met, they wanted to spar with me because I was fucking in the bag, fucking about the bag. Jimmy Tibbet came and said, do you want to have a few rounds of that guy over there? Roy Shaw. Roy's about 5'10", but stocky, fucking, like. So I'm like, 19, 20 stone myself, yeah? And anyway, so I said, look, have a few rounds with Roy. I said, yeah, I'll have a few rounds. Got in with Roy. Mate, he was punching me from the floor, yeah? He was throwing punches, Roy Shaw, from the fucking floor, trying to fucking knock me out, yeah? He couldn't hurt me, Roy. And I was throwing Roy around the ring. We'd done about, over the course of the time that I used to be in the Beckett, yeah, we must have done about, 12 rounds, 15 rounds, me and Roy together. I didn't rate Roy. I think Roy was better than Lenny. I thought Roy was better than Lenny, but I could have beat Roy. I knew I could have beat Roy, but we tried to get matches with Roy, but it never came off, yeah? I was having maybe 2 fights every week, street fights, yeah? I was winning all my fights, I was knocking them out. I wasn't lasting too many fucking rounds with these people, I was knocking them out. I was fighting mostly for Terry Coombs, you know Terry Coombs?
No.
Terry Sharp?
I've heard of Terry Sharp.
Yeah, you heard of Eddie Richardson,
Yeah.
Charlie. I used to fight for Eddie, yeah? Eddie and Terry Coombs. Them two I was to fight for. But we were doing the Catch Whiskers, Stratton, and then a couple of other places. I fought Cliff Fields, you know Cliff Fields, you heard of Cliff Fields?
Yeah, I've heard.
Yeah. I
You
boxed,
had any good money out of this time?
well, not really, £300 a fight, £400 a fight.
But it was obviously building up
Regular.
your reputation.
So yeah, I was getting a good reputation. I was getting really, really good. And then I beat Cliff Fields once. I drew with Cliff Field once, yeah. Cliff Field beat Lenny twice, yeah. Then I fought a guy called Brian Hall. This is one of the first fights I had. I think it was in the Rainbow, Mayfair, or was it Tottenham Mayfair? Was it Tottenham? Yeah, Mayfair, Tottenham. I fought this guy called Brian Hall. We went 10 rounds or 8 rounds, but it was a draw. I think it was one of my first fights, yeah. But as I jumped out the ring, there's a geezer there with a black pair of trousers, black tee, black roll neck jumper, black hair. Jumped out the ring, so I would have fucking knocked him out. He says, you shouldn't have. I said, who the fuck are you? He said, I'm Lenny McLean. I said, who the fuck's Lenny McLean? Because he was only about 13, 14 stone then, Lenny, because he just started, yeah? He had Frankie Warren and Vic Andretti. You know Vic? Vic Andretti? No? Vic Andretti had a pub called The Ring, yeah? Anyway, Vic Andretti is trained Lenny, yeah? And Frankie Warren, yeah? Who was his manager, but anyway, Lenny could sell tickets. That's all he could fucking do. He could fight. Not disrespecting him, Lenny's dead. He can't sit here and defend himself, yeah? But anyway, he got a bit leery in there when I jumped out the ring and this and the other. Started talking. I said, listen, if you don't want to fucking want to fight, talk to my manager, which is Jimmy Tibbet, yeah? Jimmy Tibbet. So Jimmy, I'm getting changed and Lenny McCann, I can hear Lenny McCann outside and all this fucking shit. So Jimmy's gone to me, look, do you fancy fucking fighting Lenny? I went, yeah, get a bill going, get it going. Well, I don't even seen it. Have you seen it? Have you seen it? Did I show you the post thing? Me and Lenny were supposed to fight, yeah, but he never showed up. He never showed up in both my fights. Well, I was supposed to fight him. He never showed up, yeah? Anyway, so I go to the pub called the Ring Pub, which is owned by Vic Andretti. Vic Andretti's like proper known geezer, right? So me and Lenny, I goes in there and goes in the ring, and Lenny's like, no, fucking around the ring. He's only, as I say, 14, 15 stone. Goes in the ring. Listen, Lenny, no disrespect to Lenny, right? Lenny, I could have beat Lenny easy. You know what I mean? It was like, I was big and fucking powerful. Lenny wasn't on the roids then. It's only this fucking geezer called Mickey fucking Keogh, who the fuck he is, got him on the roids, yeah? And that's what killed Lenny, the fucking roids, yeah? Anyway, fucking me and Lenny are sparring. We done about, 4, 5, 6 rounds in there, I suppose. But, mate, you know, when you're with someone and you're in the ring with them, you know who the governor is. You fucking know what you can do to this person. I was pulling around, swinging around. He couldn't fucking. It was hitting me on the chin. It was like fucking. It was like ridiculous, you know what I mean? And yet he won so many fights. I don't know because he won on the roids or what, yeah. But we never could. Me and Roy Shaw could never get a match. Me and Lenny could never get a match.
Was all premeditated not having a fight with you, or do you think? You was someone to swerve.
Yeah, it was someone to swerve because I was beating everybody I was fighting. Listen, in them days, yeah, when Lenny started saying he was the governor, yeah, he was not. Listen, he might have been the governor between him and Roy, yeah, them two. He wasn't the governor between all the others. There was fucking about 12 fighters. You had Sid Paddock, yeah, and Kevin Paddock, both good pros. Sid Paddock was a heavyweight. Me and Sid drew, yeah? Me and Sid Paddock drew. Me and Kevin Paddock drew. They both beat Lenny. They both bashed Lenny right up terrible, yeah? But, come on, fucking hell. But Sid Paddock, fucking good heavyweight. Kevin Paddock beat Kevin Finnegan. He was a middleweight, Kevin Finnegan, you know? He won the title, didn't he? Yeah. Well, Kevin Paddock beat him, but he blew up to an heavyweight, Kevin, yeah?
So how long did you stay in the boxing for?
I was street fighting. Well, what my boxing started off when I was 16, yeah.
Yeah, but then you got into the street fight. And how long did that last?
Before I got nicked, about 18 months, 2 years.
And then you get nicked for what?
Another one will be this fucking thing.
And that's what did you get on that sentence?
I got the IPP, yeah.
So what year was that?
I finished fighting about what? I finished fighting about 82, 83.
Fucking hell, I was only 13.
Yeah, 82, 83.
You really are showing your age now.
Yeah, I didn't get the IPP. Yeah, I didn't get the IPP till. Yeah, I know. Yeah, go on, son. I didn't get the IPP. I didn't get the IPP till 203.
Fuck.
203. I didn't get the IPP till 203. Yeah, I come out. I done 10 years IPP. It was before that. Pardon?
Did you ever think about doing anything else in your life?
Do you know what?
Like, was there any stage of your life where you thought, you know what, I've done too much here?
Yeah, there was. Listen, I had Jarvis Astaire, Mickey Duff, Harry Levine. Yeah, you know who they are, don't you?
Yeah.
They come to my house, wanted me to turn pro. Yeah, when I was about 16, 17, but. And I was good, mate. I was good. Because I was a spar with Bugner. I was a spar with fucking Bugner. I was a spar with Billy Head. Down with Noble at Averstock Hill, yeah? Right? And then I went to the Wellington Highgate with Georgie Francis. Yeah. You know, I was a spar with fucking Conte and all that.
What age did you actually stop competing in boxing? Because there come a time where you actually thought, you know what, I'm not going to do this.
When I got put away for attempted murder on the police officer, yeah?
And what year was that?
That was 1973, 74.
And how long did you get for that one?
That's when I got my big bird.
Oh, then is that the
attempted murder and the police officer, and robberies and all that bollocks, yeah.
So then
They said I hit him with a paving slab, yeah. They said I hit him with a paving slab. That's why I got my bird. Griffiths Jones, the common sergeant.
Did you go all around the country on that sentence?
That's the one. That's yeah.
That is the sentence.
Yeah,
right?
that's the sentence.
So
yeah.
what year did you get out of that? 1982.
That one. I come out in 1982, 83, yeah, 82, 83. Then I got my big bit. Then I got.
Oh, so pause it there for 1 minute. One minute. So you went away for the attempted murder. You've been away for the attempted murder and the robbery.
Yeah.
Right. So far.
You're right.
So.
I've been away under the YP as well.
Yeah, no, what was that?
Yeah.
I'm just thinking. I'm just getting in chronological order.
Yeah. Okay.
So the YP.
Then I come out and get the big sentence.
Big sentence, and then you come out and then got the COSA.
And got the COSA, and then I get the YP, and I get the IPP. Yeah.
You get the IPP for the COSA.
No. Get
so you come out after the COSA.
Yeah. The COSA was with the COSA. The COSA was the first. The COSA was the first. The first one. Yeah. The COSA was all right. I got the YP. Then the COSA. Got hit with a paving slab. They went hit with a paving slab. Yeah.
Right.
Which I didn't. Yeah. Anyway. Then I come out. Then I got done for the armed robbery.
Okay.
And then I got. But with the old bill, I got the 21 years.
21 years for the police officer.
For the police officer. That was
attempted
murder.
21 years.
And then I got 14. I got cut down to 14. I got parole. I got out in about 8 years. 8 years, something like that. 8 years, 9. Yeah. And then I come out and I got that YP, the IPP.
So, real quickly before you mentioned quite a lot of notorious names you ended up having a lot of dealings with. So you mentioned the Richardsons.
Yeah. Eddie Richardson, Terry Coombs, Terry Sharp, yeah. They used to have prize fights, yeah.
Yeah.
And I got involved with because my manager, it was Jimmy Tibbett used to run all the spills around Bermondsey, Lewisham, Catford, Deptford. Being that I was with him, I was to run with him, yeah. And we used to chuck people out all over the fucking place, fight people, paying the bills and all that, right? So obviously, I was involved with them, yeah, on that, yeah. Then
was Jimmy Tibbett, was he a notorious villain as well?
Yeah, Jimmy Tibbett was a fucking a right hard little man. You know, he's in the Guinness Book of Records for fucking so many knockouts of the right hooks and all that game. Yeah, he was my manager, Jimmy Tibbett. He was my boxing manager.
Yeah, so was he sort of a mentor figure to you at all?
Yeah, he was. He was involved with the Richardsons, Charlie Richardson, Eddie Richardson, Terry Coombs, Terry Sharp, all them lot from all around them areas. Yeah.
Yeah.
But me moved to Lewisham. Thought I'd get away from West London, but it was fucking worse in Lewisham than it was in West London. Because it's bad, isn't it, Lewisham?
It's all the same.
It was in 82 then, so you end up getting released. And so what did you
get
into at that point?
I got into the prize fighting, yeah. Because I've done my prize fighting. I've come out. This is when I got involved with. There was these guys knocking fucking walls down, and taking phones, mobile phones, and things like that, yeah. And I got involved with them, yeah, but I wasn't knocking the walls down. I was dressed as SO19, as I told you, SO19 dressed. I went in to a mobile phone warehouse, a mobile phone warehouse. Yeah. I went into one of them, yeah, dressed as SO19, with the mask, all the SO19 stuff I had. My mates were custom and excise, they had all custom excise suits. I was dressed as SO19. We went in to one in Park Royal, went in there, told them that all the phones I had was all through tax evasion, because the phones they was using were two-prong phones. They was changing the two-prong phones into three-prong phones. So it's fucking against the law, isn't it? Really, in a way. Fuck, anyway. So went in there. As I walked in there, I now got control. I've took control.
So this is a warehouse, a warehouse.
Mobile phone warehouse in Park Royal, yeah? So I've now took control of it. My mate shoot upstairs, custom excise guys, shoot upstairs. They're going to tie everybody up upstairs, all the office people, yeah? They cable tied all the people upstairs. I had them downstairs with my pals. There's about 7 of us, I think. I then cable tie everyone downstairs. They got a big container in there full of phones, but they were called razor phones. Remember the razor phones?
Yeah, I do remember them. Yeah.
There's these razor phones, right? So we got to back the lorry in, loaded all these fucking razor phones up. But now, these ones we carried up downstairs, and the floor manager knows we ain't old Bill. They can see we're not old Bill now. We're fucking going to take all his phones. The Irish guy, he now knows we're not old Bill, but he breaks his cables. He snaps his cables. What? He snaps his cables. So anyway, he comes rushing over towards me. Now I've got all SO19 stuff on. I don't know if you've ever seen SO19 stuff. Yeah. Their gloves are leaded up. All got lead across the knuckles, the fingers, the thumbs, yeah? As he's come, I've hit him so fucking hard. Not only did I hit him hard, his jaw bone come out the side of his cheek. That's how hard I hit him. It come right out the side of his cheek. This is why I got my IPP. But don't forget, I'm masked up, yeah? So I've got nothing on the fucking thing. I'm masked up. So he can't get me as such. But there's a grass on the firm, yeah? He grasped me up. But they've said they're doing facial mapping. They reckon anyway, cut a long story short, I guess they're guilty, yeah? That's when they give me IPP.
And what year was that?
This was what? 02, 03? No, I got nicked in 02. I'd done 2.5 years remand. So by that time, the IPP had crept in. Because the IPP didn't come in until 04, 05, yeah? Right. So now I'm eligible for the fucking IPP.
And how long did you do on the IPP?
10 years.
10 years.
I've done 10 years now.
What sentence? What was the IPP sentenced to originally?
This is I'm sentenced to what? It's GBH with intent, section 18, and robbery of £1.3 million of mobile phones. Yeah, and knocking six police cars and vans on the way out. I'm driving out. Yeah. I'm driving it. I can't fucking drive anyway, but I'm driving the van because I see all the old bill cars. I'm driving straight out all the old bill cars to get away, knocking them all out the fucking way. Yeah, we get away, but I got grassed up by the guy. And I'm in. By now, I'm back in the scrubs. Yeah, I'm back in the scrubs.
So real quickly to pause you know when you got the IPP sentence, because I knew a couple of people who got them, they didn't understand how bad it was at the time when they got it. Was it the same story for you, or did you know it, you were fucked at that point there?
No, I didn't really. I didn't really know because I just done 2.5 years remand, yeah. Because I've done 2.5 years remand, I thought when they give me 2.5 year IPP, I thought I'm going to walk out.
Yes, you only got 2.5 years sentence IPP.
Yeah. So I thought I'm fucking going to walk out. Yeah, but no. I've got 2.5 years IPP from the day they give me it. So the 2.5 years I've done remand, that don't count because I've just got the IPP. So I'm thinking to myself, fucking hell. But whilst I'm working in a place called the Conor Bear. Do you know what that is? No. The Conor Bear's in the scrubs. It's a drugs unit, yeah, where people go in there who are on so much drugs they can't get off it. So it's a unit which was the block.
Okay.
It's now a unit for drugs unit, yeah? I'm in there looking after these people with a couple of faces, yeah? So I'm in there looking after these people, washing their cells out, cleaning them, all that, giving their clothes, make sure everything's, giving their food. And in there, you don't get banged up. You get banged up, obviously, but you don't get banged up like normal people, yeah? So you got it quite easy. But all of a sudden, on the one night centre, everyone hears of fucking Pete Doherty. Pete Doherty?
Yeah.
Pete Doherty's just coming, isn't he? Who's fucking Pete Doherty? I know who he is, right? So anyway, because I've got access when we go out, I'll go to the gym, I'll go up and see Pete Doherty, start talking to him, and talking to him about drugs, and I start getting him bits and pieces, like bits of heroin, fucking coke, get him in his geezer, yeah? All of a sudden, I want to get in him to get him in the drugs unit. So I'm talking to the screws in there and say, look, I've got Pete Doherty up here who's getting bullied by people, yeah? So I'm having a fight with these people to get Pete Doherty in, fucking thing. He comes into the Conor Bear. So now I'm looking after him, but not only am I looking after him, I'm now got a phone. I'm phoning my mate up, saying, look, I've got Pete Doherty down here. We can go get a few bob, right? I'm supplying Pete Doherty with drugs. So all of a sudden they said, what's his fucking name, the bird's name?
Everyone else.
No, what was the bird's name? I was saying the bird's name. What's the bird's fucking name again? What the bird's name? who Pete Doherty was going with, top model, Kate Moss.
Yeah, yeah.
Kate Moss. So all of a sudden, the Sun paper are going, listen, if you get hold of Kate Moss, any letters from Kate Moss or cards, we give you like fucking 20, 30 grand. All right? But I started taking photographs of Pete Doherty taking drugs and all that. Got it to the Sun, yeah? You must have seen it. If you Google it, you'll find it, yeah?
Yeah, they're your pics.
Me?
Yeah.
You see it, have you?
No, I haven't. I remember at the time.
Yeah, well, if you look at it, you'll see it, right? It's got on it, Pete Doherty is being minded by a guy called Ray in the Conner. That's me. It's only fucking me, right? All of a sudden, it comes out in the paper, Ray's looking after Pete Doherty, right? Oh, what, in the morning, fucking all crashes in. They fucking throw me out. They can't get me rid of me quick enough to the Mount prison, yeah? So I goes to the Mount. But I'm now done 2.5 years remand that I ain't going to get back. I'm now done this with Pete Doherty that I know I'm going to get a 2.5 year knockback straight away. So if you don't do the courses, mate, you ain't getting out. You ain't never getting out, yeah? So now I've got to do all the psychology courses, yeah? This is what I want to do for the kids, yeah? For the young kids, yeah? Tell them, if you don't do the psychology courses, every psychology course and listen to it, yeah? Like challenge your thoughts. You must challenge your thoughts. When you wake up in the morning, or when you're sitting in your house and someone phones you up to do a bit of work, you've got to challenge your thoughts. What do I do? Do I do it? Do I go on this bit of work? If I go on this bit of work and someone gets fucking Larry and something happens, I clump him. We don't get away with a fucking bit of work. What happens? I'm going to get caught here. I'm going to go and get a 10 years or a 12 year sentence. So you've got to challenge your thoughts. Challenge them. And if your thoughts say don't do it, you don't fucking do it. Challenge them.
So that realisation point for you came after how long you began in and out of prison?
20 years, 25 years. Seeing psychology. Because don't forget, psychology was never used. Psychology, I hated it, yeah? I was 4 years on psychology, 4 years.
Do you think it's helped you though along the way?
Fucking hell, mate. Listen, I didn't think that psychology or counselling made me cry. Counselling made me cry my eyes open, you know, like a baby, yeah? Because counselling opened doors in my head, like safes, yeah?
Yeah.
And I realised why. They realised why I was like I was because of all the sexual abuse I've gone through in my life, yeah?
Did you feel that was a bit of a release for you though?
A big release, mate, because you've got something in your head, yeah, that you've never really looked into, yeah? But they open it up. You're in counselling, even in psychology. You've got to remember you're challenging your thoughts, yeah? You're challenging everything, you're writing things down. And then it's the pros and cons when it's the triggers.
Yeah.
They're talking you about your triggers, mate. You know, I was on crack for 8 years, you know. 8 fucking years I was on crack with a girl called Ario Aborio. I don't know if do you ever remember a group called Entice? A pop group called Entice, girls pop group called Entice. They were just under that other fucking... anyway, she was the lead singer. She fucked off to fucking America, got involved with that Whitney Houston. She was dancing and singing for Whitney Houston. And that Bobby Brown. They fucking ruined her, mate. She come back to England. I was in love with that girl, you know what I mean? Beautiful black girl. She turned into a crackhead, mate, over that Whitney Houston and fucking Bobby Brown. Cost me a fortune. I lost my fucking home and everything over it, yeah? Cars, everything. Over that fucking Whitney Houston and Bobby Brown. Get on drugs, crack, yeah? Fucking ruined it. But the thing is, these young kids go in prison, they don't realise, yeah, that psychology is so good for you, mate. It is. Even the counselling. The counselling, mate, was fucking... One day
you don't know, you just don't know, do you? And that's the thing, a lot of people don't realise that a lot of issues that we try to deal with or overcome are deep-rooted insecurities that are sort of bred through environment
and I thought
experience.
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly.
It's about how we react to that information usually determines the outcome. But
yeah,
because we're brought up in an environment that's not really mature or responsible, we react very negatively with violence. Is what I've become really accustomed to over the last couple of years, especially doing these.
You realise it now, yeah.
Everybody's got all the same sort of underlining issues of
child abuse,
and abandonment,
yeah, of course,
and stuff
mate.
like that. So
yes,
it's very
mate.
prevalent in a sort of awakening for me. The correlation between child abuse, sexual abuse, and just sort of abandonment for sort of behaviour traits within society now, you know. Like, society's got a lot to be accountable for when we're dealing with people's behaviours. Now, everybody's got to be accountable for their choices, but I also believe that you can only be accountable for choices that you've got a choice in. When you're forced into an environment or forced into a way of life, and the only way to better that is by being a negative reaction.
Can I ask you something? Do you go into prisons and talk like that? So, yeah, mate, it's fucking lovely.
It's not that, it's just...
No, it's lovely.
I understood a lot of things that happened to me growing up, and I understood why I'd done it. For a lot of self-development, self-analysing, you know, I sort of dig into myself mentally and look for my own flaws and ask myself why. So a lot of my issues growing up, for me personally, I've done a lot of things for everybody because I actually loved people and I'd do anything to please people.
Good. Yeah,
so
nice one.
I sort of wasted a lot of my life and opportunities in growing into the best human being I could have been at my adolescence, into trying to please the masses and making terrible fundamental mistakes in not only my behaviour but my ability to develop in a more positive way, which I'm learning now. So why I like going into the schools, colleges and prisons is to make the youngsters understand that the voices that we hear in our head that says you're a fucking mug, you've got to do it.
True, for sure.
They actually happen, they actually exist.
Yeah, do mate.
One's called your frontal lobe and one's called your limbic system. And once these kids can understand the difference between the limbic system and the frontal lobe, I think we'll have to dissipate a lot of the issues within society, you know. But it's about teaching the youngsters how to manage that section of their brains, and that's what I'm sort of hell-bent on doing for the next couple of years, and it's working.
Terrific, mate, terrific.
But yeah, we're getting there slowly.
Terrific. Yeah, if I hadn't seen psychology and counselling, it would never have changed me. And I'd still be in there. I'd still be doing my IPP now. Yeah, I'd still be in prison. It's only them that helped me get out.
Who was the most interesting person you met on your sentences?
Do you know what? The most interesting person I ever met when I come out of prison was Nicky Gooch. Yeah, I met him in Brixton Prison. Yeah, I met him in Brixton Prison. When was that? In the 70s, in the 70s, 80s, when I was in Brixton. I can't remember in my mind it was. But he talks a lot of sense, and I see him buying Scrooge fucking televisions, and not televisions, they're buying him televisions, and he was like giving them his flats in Marbella and Spain, to you know, as a fucking, yeah.
Who was the most fearless person you ever come across?
Pat Adams.
And who's the most ferocious person you come across? As in action?
I don't know, you know, I don't know, but I don't know. Pat was quite fearless, mate. Pat was quite fearless. He didn't give a fuck. He didn't care with no one. He didn't take no fucking bollocks, you know. I don't know. Maybe fucking what was his name now? Eddie. He just died. Little boxer. Fucking hell. He just died. He just died. Even his brother. Eddie. Blundell. Billy Blundell. Bill. No, fucking Curly. Joe Curly. Joe Curly. Fucking hell. What's his name? Fucking hell. Curly. Curly. Joe Curly. God, fuck me. I forget his name. This geezer, mate, he was a nasty cunt. But I think...
Who was the scariest person?
Fucking, I don't know, really. I think Frankie Fraser's a bit nutty, yeah, a bit scary. Frank. Tony Lawrence, another one, a bit scary. what they've done in their life. I don't know, because I tell you what it is, Marvin. It's because you're the person that you are, you know, and you don't. I mean, to look at other people and say they're the most scariest and this, that, and the other, they don't really scare me. You know what I mean? They don't scare me as such. So I can't really say to you that you fucking ain't really fucking scare me.
Well, you know? I can honestly say there's only one man I've ever come across that I actually thought, oh, do you know what? I have my hands full here. I really don't know. I really don't know.
Who was that, Marv?
Say that again.
Who was
Cliffhanger, son? Cliffhanger.
Nice.
No, because there's only one. It's only one person I've ever thought, do you know what, this cunt, I'm gonna have to kill this cunt. Like, there's no fight in this cunt. There was no fight in this cunt. There was no fight.
Where was he now? In what Winchester, Wakefield?
No, he's out. No,
Okay.
he's doing really well at the minute. He's doing really well.
Well, tell me his name.
Off camera.
I might even know him.
Yeah.
Tell me his name. What is it?
Right now.
Go on then, tell me his name.
Do it off camera. We'll save it for.
Yeah.
But the always is because that's something that I want to keep because
It's personal.
To him. No, it's not that. I spoke to him and he's not ready for me to bring him in yet.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Because I spoke to him this morning on the way here. Right, and I want to tell his story, but I can't mention his name until he gives me the green light. But he's the only man I can honestly say.
Well, the other geezer, I tell you, the other, who's what's his fucking name? Bronson, Charles Bronson, yeah.
Did you come across him in the system?
Fucking hell, mate. I met him in Albany, yeah. Listen, mate. I met him in Albany. He used to wear the shortest fucking shorts you could ever see. Right, his cock hanging down one side. Grabbing little boys. You know what I mean? They're like, whatever he does is what is his own thing. Do you know what I mean?
Never heard nothing like this before. So this,
yeah, Charles Bronson is like, it's his own thing, and it's what he does. Is it like, listen, you're in a fucking nick where all there is in the nick is fucking everybody shagging everybody. You know what I mean? He's in B-wing. I think he was in B-wing, and I always remember him with the fucking glasses and the little beard and all this that and the other, and he used to wear shorts so tight. They're walking around, they're like, you've got to remember, you've got a nick. That's what it's like in there, mate.
Oh no.
That's what it's like in there. And you see these people, and you're thinking to yourself, what the fuck?
Do you think he's a bender?
Listen, they're all fucking benders. Everyone, listen, I see people in there, right? Proper fucking people, right? The Barrys, you know the Barrys?
I've heard of him.
Johnny Barry, Parky Barry, got done, took over from the Craze.
Yeah.
Same. Same. I know them really well, nice people. Johnny Barry, Parky Barry, fucking dangerous fucking people.
I don't know if you ever came across someone who's a real notorious figure, someone, Gilbert Winters. Did you ever come across him at any point in your life? Gilbert, yeah.
I know Gilbert. I used to work with Gilbert.
Okay, and...
I can't talk too much about that anyway, but...
Obviously don't talk about anything that might... His
No.
family might not like.
I know Gilbert.
Gilbert.
Because I was with that lot for 8 years.
Okay, and so what sort of fellow was Gilbert? Is his reputation all that... Is he everything that his reputation that we say
for
about
sure,
him?
100%. 100%.
And
More so than 100%. Yeah.
So is he one of the most dangerous people you came across in your lifetime, would you say?
In my lifetime, he's dead.
No, but do you know he was one of the most dangerous people you met?
Gilbert was one of the most dangerous people I've ever met, yeah. He was, as it happens, what he just said, Gilbert was quite frightening. Because he didn't give a fuck. Yeah, for sure. He didn't give a fuck. I've known Gilbert for a long, long time. Me and him were pals, yeah?
Yeah.
But yeah, for sure.
Okay, and then another person you ended up mentioning earlier, that Mickey Theo, who's been in the news a little bit of late. Or
Mickey Theo, mate.
Talk to me a little bit about Mickey Theo. What sort of man?
I tell you what, mate. Mickey Theo, as far as I'm concerned, is a fucking wanker in a way, yeah. Because I remember,
Mickey Theo. Gilbert a minute ago because he worked with Gilbert.
I know Gilbert. I was working with Gilbert.
Oh, you know Gilbert?
Yeah, of course I do. Yeah, got a bad leg. I know Gilbert very well. Yeah.
Yeah, I know Gilbert. Go ahead.
Yeah, me and Gilbert used to knock about together for quite a bit of time, but he was one of the most dangerous men I've known, Gilbert.
Yeah?
I've got to say that, yeah, Gilbert.
Yeah.
He was one of the most dangerous men. He didn't give a fuck, mate.
And so
he didn't give a fuck.
Sorry to cut. Were you friends with him right up to the moment where you end up going missing?
Yeah, well, listen, it's like everything, I was with that lot for 8 years.
Okay, with that looks the North London family.
I was with a North London family. Like I was with, it's the company, innit? It's a big company. I was with Mickey Gooch, a guy called Mickey Gooch, but it's a big company, yeah? I was with that company for 8 years.
And what was the outcome?
The outcome. I'll tell you what. I was with the company for 8 years, but I used to do.
Okay, I'll ask you a question.
No, listen. I used to sell I used to sell jewellery, right? I used to sell gold, I used to sell silver, and I used to sell diamonds for this company in North London, yeah? Which you know what, right? So, my job, I worked with Mickey Gooch a lot, yeah?
Okay.
He had shops down at Garden. Yep. I used to go collect the gold and all that for him. And I used to also look after his wife and his little girl, yeah? While he was away in America, but he wasn't away in America, he was with some bird called fucking Val, but he got found out in the end, yeah? But anyway, Mickey phoned me up. He go, look, this guy fucking has been taking quite a few bits and pieces off the gold, silver and diamonds and this, that and the other. And he ain't paid no money. He needs to pay it, mate. Can you go collect it? I said, yeah, of course I can, yeah. So I'll go and see the guy and say, look, you owe X amount of money, it's quite a lot of money, and you've got to pay it, yeah? So he's gone, well, fucking hell, I can't pay it. I said, you've got to pay a lot of this money. If you don't pay it, the company's going to be on your case. It'll be on my case, because I'm fucking here to collect it. You've got to pay it, yeah? So they pay it, but like 2 or 3 days later, the guy that's supposed to fucking pay this money gets nailed to the floor. They nail him to the floor, mate, right? Now, I've got the blame for this. I don't know nothing about it. I don't get involved with that violence. I'm not involved with that sort of violence. My game ain't that game. My game's collecting the money, and that's it. I don't want to fucking hurt people, but they get found nailed to the floor with these fucking rivet guns, yeah? But there's another one that I know about as well that got fucking nailed to the fucking side of the wall with a rivet gun that didn't pay his fucking debt. And if you're collecting that money and you're getting the blame for it, what more can you fucking do? You've got to stay away from it, ain't you? Do you understand what I'm saying? And then I remember one time we're down Blondes. You ever heard of Blondes? Yeah. Blondes nightclub? Yeah. But that was around Mickey Gooch was throwing that. But he give it to the footballer. What's his fucking name? The Irish footballer. What was the
King?
No, Best.
No. George the Best. Run it for him, Mickey Gooch. Anyway. I'm down, my missus would go down Blondes quite a fucking lot, and I thought, what's fucking going on? And anyway, one day I goes down there at night time, I follow her down there, and as I walked in the fucking Blondes, she's talking to these 2 fucking geezers, yeah? With this other bird. I'm going fucking mad, didn't I? Pulls her out. Fucking 2 days later, they find these 2 geezers have been shot in the leg, right? Been shot in the legs. Well, if they're fucking about to marry women, not so much my women. If they're fucking about married women and they get shot in the leg, it's down to them, mate. Not down to fucking me, but I'll just get the blame for it. And that's what happened, and that's what we're talking about.
And so, how's your relationship today with the family?
We don't talk at all. Me and Pat, we're best of pals. Me and Pat were like brothers, yeah. I love Pat to death, yeah. But we don't talk. We don't talk. I stay away from him, yeah.
It's funny that though, isn't it? Because I know quite a few people that have it with them and then don't have it with them. And
we don't. We don't. Well, it's like everything, mate. It's like the mafia, isn't it? If you're with the mafia, innit? If you're working with the mafia, and you working with them, you know too much about them. The best thing they can do is say, "See you later, mate." Innit? Because you know too much, and that's what happens in life, innit? You know what I mean? Yeah. So I realised it's better for me to stay away than it was to fucking go forward. But me just fell out. We fell out. Me and Mickey fell out. I tell you what it was, right? Me and Mickey was on the run, yeah. I went when Mickey got nicked, yeah. We all got nicked for a thing called Operation Indian Black, right? Me, Pat, Mickey, a lot of us, yeah. I was just down as the fucking bodyguard. Custom and Excise took us into Custom House on the bottom Thames there. You know it? Yeah. All right, we go through these big fucking metal doors, all the electric fucking, all the fucking glass.
That's the old flying squad they called.
That's it, yeah. So we goes in there, put us in a big fucking room, and my solicitor comes and said, look, don't say nothing. Don't even say any fucking thing, right? Because this place is fucking cameraed up, bugged up. So fuck, don't say anything. And this guy called Burns, yeah, he was in charge of the investigation, yeah. And he come, and I remember that I'm sitting there, And he'd come in and said, "Oh, well, you know where you're headed to, Illy?" I said, "No, I don't." He said, "Well, there's something called Operation Indian Black. Right, we believe that you're involved in this Operation Indian Black." I said, "What is it?" He says, "It's drugs." I said, "I don't get involved with drugs, mate." He said, "Look at the size of you. How much you weigh? 19, 20 stone?" "Yeah, I do." Yeah, about that way. "What do they call you? Basher? Bosher? You got to have a nickname. Come on, you got to have a nickname. What's your nickname?" "I got no nickname, mate. My name's Ray Hill." No. Look, we know that you're who we think you are. You got to have a nickname, right? What's your name? Basher? Bosher? Biffo? That's my name. Biffo, that's what they're saying. My name's Biffo. Anyway, so as I'm fucking sort of let me go, yeah? They can't just let me go, right? As I go through all the fucking doors, this, that and the other, I'm going downstairs in my brief in the motor. We get to the barrier. This Burns comes down the stairs. "Biffo!" I'm fucking just sitting like in my fucking front, straight in front. They're looking for a guy called Biffo. Who the fuck's Biffo? This is the guy they think I am, Biffo, yeah? Because Biffo is in all their fucking bleepers. Remember the bleepers?
Yeah.
"Biffo, pick this up. Biffo, get that. Biffo, get that. Biffo, do this." They wanted Biffo because Biffo is on all the bleepers. And they think I'm Biffo. But it comes to a fucking other shit. They knew it wasn't Biffo, mate. And what happened, I left my ring, a diamond ring, yeah? In customs house, yeah? I got a phone call from Kathy Gooch, Mickey's missus. They're all nicked, yeah? I'm gone. I get a phone call from Kathy Gooch saying to me, "Burns said, go back to the customs house, it's got your ring." I said, "No, tell him he can keep it, I don't want it. I ain't going to go back to the fucking customs house." Bad people, mate, customs house. But I don't know if you've ever been. Have you been there?
Yeah, I've been there by customs house.
Fucking hell.
I fit a few of my mates up with
Oh, they're the worst people in the world, mate. They're straight, I mean, they're dressed like you. Honestly. They're dressed like you, mate. You would never think who they are, you know what I mean?
So what would you say would be your biggest regret leading your life to now?
Being fucking molested as a kid, mate.
Yeah?
Yeah, being molested as a kid because all my family is straight. They've all got houses. I was a millionaire, you know what I mean? I lived in Kingston, yeah. I had a big fucking house. I had nice cars, swimming pool, everything. Dogs, couple of kids, nice woman, everything. My father-in-law was a guy called Mickey Johnson. Did you ever meet Mickey Johnson?
I know Mickey.
One eye.
Yeah.
You remember Mick? Yeah? Well, Mickey was my father-in-law, yeah, but Mickey Johnson was... I was more or less the same age as Mick, and I'm with his daughter. His daughter, Danny, was absolutely fucking stunning, yeah? Right, so I was with his daughter. And I was getting lots of diamonds, gold, silver, and all the stuff from the people.
So did you work with anyone from Ruislip and all that them ways, or just?
No, do you know? One of my mates has just been nicked in Ruislip. Fucking hell, fucking. Listen, I've had so many punches to the fucking head, I forget names yet. But he's just been nicked for these fucking phones.
Oh, the Enclose.
Yeah, the Enclose. Yeah, the Enclose. He's been nicked on them. He looks like he's getting lots of bird, mate. He's been nicked. Right, yeah. I nicked him down Ruislip High Street. I think it took about a couple of $100 out of his house. And all this, that and the other. Yeah, he's finished, mate. He's finished, yeah.
So I'm saying there's no real end to that world, is there? There's no real...
No, there ain't. Because every day there's something, isn't it?
Every day there's a drama.
If you look, listen, if you're looking for it...
Well, you got to look for it if you're risking your liberty.
Right. If you're looking to live, yeah, you're risking your liberty, aren't you? Because if they ain't giving you nothing, how are you gonna get it?
Work hard every day.
But so you can't get no work.
You can build work. You can build it.
Yeah, but the way
I've done it in 5 years, man.
Both of you now. Oh my God, cramp me fucking leg. Both of you now.
It's not even now. It's what we was prepared to focus on at a certain stage in our life. So I'm a great advocate in setting up business infrastructures and helping people grow into businesses. Not so much earning a wage by working for someone, but I'm trying to change the mindset.
I'll tell you what I'm trying to do now. Yeah, when I come out of prison, they put me in the hostel. Yeah, Right? I was in Ealing Broadway Hostel, yeah. I got onto Facebook and I met this girl called Miracle Bright in Fermor, yeah? Fermor. She's Nigerian, right? Fucking hell, mate. And I just clicked like that, yeah? And I've been with this girl nearly 8.5 years now. Every day. I talk to her mum, dad, brothers. And her brother's over in Nigeria. I love this girl so fucking much, you know what I mean? And I do, mate, you know? And her brother's he does oil in Nigeria. He does oil like tankers. He fills a tank like takes it. And it's something that I'm thinking about, you know what I mean? I'm thinking about, but because of the IPP, I can't fucking travel.
No, you can travel on IPP.
I can't get a passport, mate.
You can if you can prove you're going to go work, they'll give it to you.
I've been trying to get now a passport for 8 years, yeah.
No, one of my mates on IPP.
Is he?
He can go away, yeah.
He can.
Yeah.
Because my solicitor, my prison solicitor, I've been in touch with her, yeah. She told me that are you a target in any shape or form? Have they been to see you? Have been recalled? I said nothing. Right, in 8 years, not a fucking dicky bird. You can.
So you've been out of trouble 8 years.
8 years. I haven't been.
She
told me. She told me that. She said, look, put in for a passport, and you'll get it. Yeah, you'll get it. You can go travel wherever you want to travel away. You know.
Is there any honour amongst thieves? Right.
Do you know what? I was on crack for 8 years. Yeah, crack cocaine, drugs, no honour. I was on crack. You couldn't trust me, mate. You couldn't trust me with that. I'd have took this fucking thing, run away with it, and sold it for what? $5? There's no honour amongst thieves with drugs, no.
And finally, the most important question: any sort of kids or young men thinking about getting involved in the life of crime?
That's what I'd love to do. That's what I was saying about earlier on. I'd love to get involved with that, but I'd love to be able to tell kids what I've gone through in my life and what I've gained and what I've got. Yeah, I've got nothing where my brothers and sisters have got everything. Yeah, not only that, it's more important to get involved with the psychology of it and the counselling to help them out.
Yeah, so try and address your problems. Don't bury your demons because it can turn into and end up spiraling your life out.
Exactly.
Address it.
But you've got to remember that most kids that are in prison, yeah, most kids, I would say 75% of kids that are in prison have been sexually abused or mentally abused, one way or the other. Yeah. That's why they are over there. You talk to any kid in prison, most kids in prison, they've been sexually abused or mentally abused by their family or other people. That's why they're there, but they can't. How can you fight it?
Yeah, indeed.
How can you fight that? You know, it's there in the street. It's there 24/7. You fucking hear it every day. Kids getting molested. Kids getting abused. How do you fight that? And yet they're looking after. The government look more after them people than they do other people.
Insane, isn't it?
You know, they give them everything. You know, like I just said to you, fucking Ian Brady. How the fuck can they give Ian Brady a tight wire?
Yeah, it's no good. But, well, Ray, I'd just like to thank you.
Yeah,
very
thank
much
you. Yeah, any time I'd do it.
I've really enjoyed it.
it.
I'm sure the audience is going to enjoy it. I'm sure Marv's enjoyed it as well. And obviously, if it goes down as well as I think it will,
thank you.
We'd love to have you back for a part 2.
Thank you.
And
thanks, Marvin.
So finally, guys, this has been Nothing But the Truth with Ray Hills. Thank you very much.
Lovely.
And enjoy.
Thank you so much, lovely. Bye, man.
Really enjoy it.
Smash it.